Hello students, welcome to Sumita's chemistry class of standard 9. Chapter 2nd is matter around us pure. So students, we already have discussed in our previous video regarding the topic solution and the type of solution, numericals in the introduction. So today we will continue with the next topic. This is heterogeneous mixture, suspension and colloidal solution. We will go further. First of all, we recall the heterogeneous mixture. Now, what is the heterogeneous mixture? A mixture is said to be heterogeneous if it does not have a uniformly composition and also has visible boundaries of separation between the components. Okay, so this is the heterogeneous mixture. Now, today's first is suspension. So, what is the suspension? A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which the solid particles are spread throughout the liquid without dissolving in it. They settle as precipitate if the suspension is left undisturbed for some time. Student, सस्पेंशन एक हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर है. इस हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर में सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल्स थ्रू आउट द सॉल्यूशन ये अनडिस्टर्ब रहता है एंड दिस सेटल आफ्टर फ्यू मिनट्स. जब अगर वो सॉल्यूशन को अनडिस्टर्ब छोड़ दें आफ्टर फ्यू मिनट्स, तो हम लोग देखेंगे, वी विल ऑब्जर्व कि वो धीरे धीरे जो सॉल्यूट एंड सॉल्वेंट बोथ आर द सेपरेटेड. सॉल्यूट क्या होता है ना, देयर सेटल डाउन बॉटम ऑफ द कंटेनर. ओके, एग्जांपल्स: muddy river water, chalk powder in water, dust storm, sulfur powder in water, milk of magnesia, some paints, etc. So these all are suspension. Okay, now students, you can see I have taken 100 milliliter water in a glass, spoon and 30 gram of sand. Okay, now I will put 30 gram of sand in 100 ml of water and stir it with the help of spoon for 1 minute. Okay, after leaving the mixture undisturbed for 5 minutes, we will observe that the clear separation of sand and water. We will observe that the clear separation of sand and water in which sand settle down into the bottom of the glass, leaving the water above. Okay, the particles are big enough to be seen with naked eye, and suspended particles can be easily separated by ordinary filter paper. The particle size in a suspension is more than 100 nm. Okay, properties of a suspension. The nature of a suspension is heterogeneous. The particle size in a suspension is more than 100 nm. We already have observed or activity sand and water mixture. Okay, the particles are big enough to be seen with naked eyes. Suspended particles can be easily separated by ordinary filter paper. The particles of a suspension scattered a beam of light passing through it and make its path visible. So this is Tyndall effect. What is the Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect, the scattered the beam of light passing through it, making the path visible. This is called the Tyndall effect. Okay. When left undisturbed, the particles in a suspension being unstable settle down after some time. Okay. Now the next topic is colloidal solution. A colloidal solution or a colloid is also a heterogeneous mixture like suspension in which the solute particles are of smaller size than that in a suspension. It ranges between 1 nm to 100 nm, that is in between the particle size of true solution and suspension. Means colloidal solution क्या है? Colloidal solution भी heterogeneous mixture है, but ये colloidal solution looking like or appear like a homogeneous, but actually it's heterogeneous mixture. क्यों? ये देखने में homogeneous होता है, बट इस ये जो बिहेव करता है वो हेट्रोजीनियस का. क्यों? क्योंकि द रेंज ऑफ द साइज ऑफ पार्टिकल्स 1 nm to 100 nm, 1 nm to 100 nm, इनमें जो पार्टिकल साइज होता है सॉल्यूट का वो 1 nm to 100 nm के बीच में होता है. सो दैट्स वाई इट्स नेचर appears like a homogeneous but the behave or nature heterogeneous. Clear? Now the illustration of solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Here this is the solution, colloidal solution, suspension. The size of the particles. The size of the particles of solution are also called true solution, that is less than 1 nm. ये इतने स्मॉल होता है, इतने छोटा होता है कि उनको हम लोग नेकेड आई से नहीं देख सकते हैं, और ये ऑर्डिनरी फिल्टर पेपर में बहुत इजीली पास कर जाता है. दिस इज नो रेसिड्यू, इसमें कोई रेसिड्यू रहता ही नहीं है. क्यों नहीं रहता है? बिकॉज दिस इज द वेरी लेस 1 nm. nm मीन्स नैनोमीटर. सेकेंड इज द कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन. ये लुकिंग लाइक होमोजीनियस बट द बिहेव लाइक अ हेट्रोजीनियस. क्यों? बिकॉज दिस इज द साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स इन बिटवीन 1 nm to 100 nm. Clear? And the last one, suspension, the particle size is more than 100 nm. So that's why we have seen these particles in naked eye and very easily separated in an ordinary filter paper. Examples of colloidal solution: toothpaste, ink, blood, soap solution, starch solution in water, jellies, smoke coming out of the chimneys of factories, etc. Now student, you can see I have taken 100 ml water in a glass spoon and 30 ml of liquid soap. Now I have mixed the 30 ml liquid soap in 100 ml of water and stir it with the help of spoon for 1 minute. But its nature, it's heterogeneous mixture, because we can't see the particles in a colloidal solution or soap solution as we do in case of suspension, but this can be seen under a microscope. So that's why this solution is an example of colloidal solution. Now the next topic, types of colloidal solution. Colloidal solution are two types. There are two components of a colloidal solution, such as disperse phase and dispersion medium. This is the two types of colloidal solution. The first one is dispersed phase. What is the dispersed phase? The colloidal particles which are distributed in the medium and are in smaller proportion from the dispersed phase. Okay. For examples, in milk, fats, proteins and carbohydrates are dispersed in water. This means now the next, dispersion medium. The medium in which the colloidal particles are dispersed is called the dispersion medium. It is present in a large proportion. That means dispersed phase, smaller proportion, and dispersion medium in a large proportion in this colloidal solution. Okay, student? Note, the dispersed phase in a colloidal solution is comparable with solute in a true solution. Similarly, the dispersion medium can be compared with the solvent. So, dispersed phase as a compared as a solute and dispersion medium compared with the solvent. Clear? Now the next, properties of colloidal solution or colloids. Colloidal solution appear to be homogeneous but are actually heterogeneous in nature because of its particle size. This happens because the particle size 1 nm to 100 nm, we already know that, which is quite close to particle in true solution. Okay, so that's why we can't see the particles in a colloidal solution as we do in case of suspension. But this can be seen under a microscope. So that's why the colloidal solution appears to be a homogeneous, but it's behave like a heterogeneous in nature. Now the next point, colloidal solution are a two-phase system. They are known as dispersed phase and dispersion medium. We have discussed above the colloidal solution represent the two-phase system. These are dispersed phase and dispersion medium. That is why the colloidal solution are heterogeneous in nature. Colloidal particles pass through ordinary filter paper. In most of the cases, the colloidal solution pass through ordinary filter papers like true solution. This is because of the fine size of the dispersed phase or colloidal particles. Especially filter paper known as ultrafilter papers have to be used to separate these particles from the dispersion medium. Colloidal particles carry charge. Since we have learned that the dispersed phase particles in a colloidal solution remain dispersed and suspended. They do not come close to one another as in case of on these particles. So this happens due to the presence of some charge, that is also maybe positive or negative on these particles. Please remember that all the particles belonging to a particular colloidal solution carry the same charge. So that's why these similarly charged particles repel each other and remain dispersed or suspended. Particles in a colloidal solution follow zigzag path. The random zigzag motion of colloidal particles is called the Brownian movement. Of this Brownian movement, such type of movements of the colloidal particles was noticed for the first by Robert Brown, an English scientist, in 1828. So that's why this movement name is Brownian movement. Okay. So this is zigzag motion of colloidal particles. This movement of the colloidal particles was observed by Robert Brown in 1828. So that's why it's known as Brownian movement. It is normally not possible to see the colloidal particles because of their very small size. However, their path can be seen under a microscope. These particles follow the zigzag path. You can observe this motion while watching a film in a theater. Okay, the beam of light which falls on the screen from behind has dust particles present in it. Okay, so they follow zigzag path. Also, this motion can be observed in a dark room where a ray of sunlight enters the room through a small opening, where a beam of light which falls on the screen shows zigzag motion of particles. ये ब्राउनियन मोशन को हम लोग घर में भी देख सकते हैं और फिल्म थिएटर में भी, बट इट्स इजी टू, अगर हम लोग इसे घर में एक्टिविटी को करें, कैसे करेंगे नहीं, ये जब हम लोग पूरा रूम डार्क होने मतलब डार्क हो जाता है और उसमें से अगर कहीं पर कोई वेंटिलेशन अगर होता है या कहीं पर थोड़ा सा भी होल होता है और सनलाइट का थोड़ा सा भी लाइट जब उस होल से रूम के इनसाइड द रूम वो जब एंटर करता है दिस रे, सनलाइट रे, तो आपको दिखेगा कि सम डस्ट पार्टिकल्स वो फ्लोट होते हुए अंदर की तरफ आ रहा है, आई मीन एंटर कर रहा है, तो उससे पता चलता है कि और वो पार्टिकल्स का कोई फिक्स्ड पाथ नहीं होता है, दैट इज द जिग-जैग पाथ और जिग-जैग मोशन. ओके, so this is called the Brownian motion. Now the next point, colloidal solution scatters the beam of light passing through it. So now look at here. This is the laser light, true solution, colloidal solution, and this is the screen. True solution, path not visible, and colloidal solution, path visible. So when a beam of light from a certain source of focused or passed through a colloidal solution kept in the dark, its path becomes visible while passing through the solution. Actually, the particles present in a colloidal solution have size big enough to scatter or disperse the light rays present in the beam as the following them. Following them means this colloidal and true solution. As a result, this rays as well as the colloidal particles become visible. This scattering of light by colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect. This is one more pictorial example of Tyndall effect which can be seen in dense forest. Now the last topic, colloidal solution in which only liquids participate are known as emulsion. So now what is the emulsion? They do not mix with each other and form separate layers. Example, oil and water. Such a solution is known as emulsion. In an emulsion, one of the constituents is generally oily while other in water soluble. So this the emulsion are oil water in nature. Now the comparison of the properties of suspension, colloidal solution and solution. Solution is also called true solution. So the first property, particle size. Suspension above 100 nm, colloidal solution 1 nm to 100 nm and the solution less than 1 nm. This is very small in size. Filtration. Suspension possible in an ordinary filter paper. Colloidal solution not possible. Solution not possible. Clear? Appearance. Opaque suspension. Colloidal solution translucent and the solution transparent. Tyndall effect shows in suspension, colloidal solution shows and solution does not shows. Suspension, this is maybe or maybe not appearance, Tyndall effect. Brownian moment may shows, colloidal solution shows and solution does not shows. Nature. Suspension, it's a heterogeneous. Colloidal solution, it's a heterogeneous and solution, it's a homogeneous. Settling of particles settle on their own. Suspension, colloidal solution do not settle, solution do not settle. Okay students, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel to get the next update or video.